Hello, everybody. My name is Key, and this is our app, Memento. My group member and I will each talk about a part of our application and what we did. I mainly worked on front end, and as such, I also designed most of the assets for this application, such as the logo and the style. The reason why I chose the color yellow and a very elegant theme for this application is because we are working on something meant for creating memories. It has something to do with our mind. So first of all, this is one of the front-end design of the app that I designed called the Onboarding Screen. What this is a set of screens that are shown to the user in the first interaction with the product. The screen aims to tell the main usage of our application and help to give the user a quick insight into what problem the app solves and how it can help the user. The main goal of this particular part of the design is to let the user know how to use the app as easily as possible. For this, I had included our app logo as the first screen of our app to get the user familiar with it. I started creating this part by implementing the Android view pager, which allows me to be able to do screen slides. The first step I did was to create a layout file for a fragment of the app, which will allow me to define a string for the contents of the fragment. Other simple things I did were to just wrap up this whole thing together by returning the layout to the onCreateView method. Some other stuff I have created were the assets, that which are created by XML files instead of an image. I also created the very simple login page, which will be attached to the database, which my next group member will be talking about.
Hello, my name is Fernando Herrera. I worked on a number of systems in Memento. I worked on the image database, image scanning, and connecting to the database via GraphQL. I will be presenting how Memento is able to recognize an image and how it works with SceneForm to display an AR model. Our application uses Google's AR Core platform to recognize and track an image saved in an image database in real physical space. It's not just relegated to images. They can also be pictures, some drawings, and depending on the environment, the actual object itself. I will now be clicking touch here to go into the scanning feature. As you can see, it is prompting me to fit the image you're scanning. For the purposes of this demo, the image database has already been loaded with images so that it has something to associate with. So with some small amount of movement, AR Core was able to match the image database in the image database with the image in real space, and it spawned an AR Core AR model. My apologies. By clicking, so one of the things that a user is not able to do is click on the object and move it. Additionally, they can resize it as they please. And if the user is also wanting to, they can add an image to the image database during runtime. They would click on Add an Image, choose Image, and then find the image they want. So one of the things regarding the limitations of this is that image has to be non-repetitive and have unique features. And if it meets those conditions, it will be able to be recognized just like the image that spawned this marker was.
Hello everyone, my name is Diego Chavez. I worked on the note-taking aspect of our app that will be paired up with AR objects to give a memorable experience to our app. For the note-taking aspect, we are using MySQLite as a local database to save our notes. Using a local database, our users can easily store notes in our app. Using MySQLite was a fairly straightforward process as I used strings to pass the queries that we needed. The notes are stored by showing the oldest notes first. When taking notes is simple. You can go into the notes section of our app and your notes will show. If you want to add notes, you can click the plus button on the top right corner. You can then decide to make a note, and if you decide you don't want to make a note, you can scrap it by clicking the trash can. If you want to add it, you can add the note title and the details. And once you are done, you can click the save button. Then that will be saved in your notes. If you decide to edit your notes, you can go click on the notes and then click the edit button to make changes that you need. But if you just want to delete it, you can click the trash can on the bottom right and it'll delete the notes for you.
Hello, my name is Gerardo Martinez Flores, and today I will go over the navigation bar user interface. Now, to get started, to go to the navigation bar, you would have to go to the upper left side with the 3 lines and click on it. After clicking it, you will see each row with their specific name. And as well, as you can see, each row has an icon to represent them for easier navigation for the user. The first row is the Home tab that would allow the user to go back to the home page. After that, there's Add Mementos that would, when clicked, would send the user to a different page and to upload an image to their notes. After that, there's also View Mementos to view each mementos that was uploaded by the user. Add Notes to allow the user to write notes on the phone and store it. And then after that row, there's also the user row that has the account information of the user and the login and creating account page as well. Finally, there's the setting row that has information about the device and the version of the app.
Hello everyone, my name is Raul Barajas, and for our app, I have the responsibility on getting the AR objects working along with the pop-up that goes with it. So we'll be talking about one of the ways AR objects is used in our app. When we access the View Memento option, we can see the mementos we have made. So when we click on the View Memento, you will be brought to a new screen that shows the camera. From here on, it will be looking for a surface. Only until it has found a surface will allow you to be able to place one of your memento objects you selected. This brings me to the bar at the bottom of the screen. Here we have the memento object we currently have. It lists every memento you made or was shared to you. If you were to tap on one of them, it will be selected, so when you tap on a place on the surface, it will place that object you selected at that location. Now that you have placed an object, it will just show that object there, but not what is linked to it until you tap on it. When you tap it, it will show a pop-up right above it that will show what is paired or linked to that object. So if you just have an image, it will show the image right above the object. Or if you have a video, it can show a video player there to play the video. Or if you have notes, it could just show it there or take you to another screen to properly show the notes. As shown as an example, the object is linked to a picture of the notebook. That is currently what is linked to it. Something that isn't necessarily special, but you can do is move the object. You can move the object by just pressing and holding the object and then dragging it to where you want to move it. Something else you can do is resize the object. This can be done by pinching in or out on the object. If you pinch out, it will make the object bigger, but if you pinch in, it will shrink it. And that's basically what this part of our app could do. Thanks for your time.